Hello everyone, it's Moran aka Starseed Tarot. In today's video I'm going to show you all the mini decks that I have. So let's go ahead and I'll see you on the other side. Hello again. So as I mentioned in my little intro, this is going to be a video showing you all the mini decks that I have. I don't have a lot, so it's not going to be a big video or a long video. But yeah, I thought it was funny to do it. I've seen it on a couple of channels. To be honest, I think it's been going on for years. So I couldn't find the original video or the person or the channel that first did this video. So it's basically going to be a VR to everyone that has ever done this video because I couldn't find the original person. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna start. So basically there are like a couple of tarot, there are some oracles and two Lenormand. So I'm gonna go ahead with the first one. There's no particular order, it's the first one I grab, and this one is the Ethereal Orbs Oracle deck. So it's a very small deck, it's a mini deck, very pocket size. It's a beautiful deck. So it's an astrological based deck. It's an oracle deck, so it's very simplistic, and I love this deck. It's always transporting me somewhere else when I reach for it. So it's from the creator that created the deck Astro Soul cards, and now you can get it at Studio Artemi. So you can follow them on Instagram, Studio Artemi, and the creator is Maria. She's an astrologer and she created this deck. So for each deck you have a keyword, like the name of the sign or fixed sign or whatever else. I can't remember exactly because like it's very complex. But then you have keywords and then you have a little like kind of poem. I've done a walkthrough of this deck if you want to see it on my channel. But yeah, so there are two versions of this. So if you're looking for it, you might come across two different versions. The first version came in a tuck box and the second version came in a durable two-piece box. It doesn't come with a guidebook, but when you purchase it, you can download the PDF of the guidebook. So that's the first one, that's an oracle deck. The second little oracle deck that I have is this one, is called Starseed, and then it's Wisdom for Spiritual Growth. It's published by Rockpool. It's one of these like mini cards published by Rockpool. So there's no guidebook, nothing. It's just kind of like affirmation cards. So you can see courage, reflection, guidance, and then you have like a keywords, and then you have like a little bit of a text. So live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. And you have, I can't remember how many cards there are, 40. So there are 40 mini like affirmation. The backs are just beautiful as well. It's just pictures of like space and the cosmos and all this kind of stuff. So it's really good. I use this deck usually when I do like a reading for Starseed. So I have a special reading that I use for Starseed, and at the end of the reading I usually pull 3 of this card to have an extra messages. So that's the second one. The third one, we're gonna go with the Lenormand one. So this is a present from Martin at Tarot in the Cities, on YouTube as well at Tarot in the City, and is also on Instagram at Martin in the City. I basically spent a couple of days at his, and I was like, I don't really know about Lenormand, so he gave me a deck, and then he taught me with another deck that I will show you, and then I came back home one day and I had this in the post, and basically it was a present from him. So it's a basic Lenormand, so it's called the Mademoiselle Lenormand, and then it's cartomancy deck, and there's 36 cards. So I'm learning the Lenormand. I don't read with the Lenormand yet, but I told him that I wanted like something simple, and he just bought this to me, which is like as simple as it can get because that's kind of traditional imagery, so there's nothing like you know, this is the tree, this is the stalk, this is clouds, this is the path, this is fish, this is heart, this is, you know, like the sun, blah 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 blah. And I also like that there is this like the playing cards. So yeah, this is one of them, is the Lenormand, Mademoiselle Lenormand. So it's a classic Lenormand deck. So again, it's a present from Martin. So if you watch this video, Martin, thank you very much for this present, to help me learn the Lenormand system. So when I went to Martin's house, I spent some time with him, and he showed me, like, he kind of showed me how to read Lenormand. So he gave me like examples on stuff like this, and he used a particular deck that I loved, and I decided to buy it for myself because first, it reminds me of him and the time we spent together, and second, this deck is super simple and super good quality. It comes from the French publisher Arcana Sacra that always publish good work. So you open the box, you have this, you have a little guidebook. Obviously it's a little guidebook because you don't need a lot of information for the meaning of the cards, but still it's so cute, it's very good. So you have the author, like about the author and the creator of the deck, and then you have some notes from her, and then about like Lenormand especially, and then some spreads, and then some like the cards, and then you have the famous like how do I say, the famous spread of Lenormand, which uses all the cards. And then you have a little description of the cards, which what I love. So it's all in French, so if you don't read French, unfortunately the guidebook is not gonna be very useful for you. But what I love is that there is like a little poem, and then there's the keyword. So I think it's very cute, you know, like for example here is like, when a dark night as dark as ink, inside, like in a dark night as dark as ink, your house is like kind of is bright, the warmth of her fire is coming out, this is your ultimate protection. Familiars smokes are coming out in nice little shapes. In front of this door finally ends all your struggles. So, and then the keywords are security, family, protection, stability, solidity, calm, and come back to yourself. So it's very cute, the guidebook, the way it's written. So I love this deck. It's a mini deck, obviously, like the cards are small. It's not the size of a tarot, but yeah, this is the back, and this is how simplistic it is. So it's all in black and white, and there's nothing extra, which Martin again told me, like the Lenormand is the way it's supposed to be read, is nothing extra. So here you have heart, here you have rider, you have snakes, you know, you have just a snake, and you don't need anything else to read with the Lenormand. It's not meant to be read as, like, for example, the tarot, where you can draw more meanings with the pictures on the cards, especially with the Rider-Waites, not necessarily the Marseille, but yeah. So that's the Gulliver Lenormand by Arcana Sacra. It's a very good deck, I like it, and it's very good for my learning of the Lenormand. The next one is a Marseille mini that I keep in this little pouch that I had with something else, like a crystal or something. It's just a very it's basically a deck that I've seen that you just pay the shipping and you basically have the deck. I think I'm not too sure if it's only the major, actually. Yeah, it's only the major, so you just have the majors. It was like maybe, I don't know, £4 or something like this, and you just pay for the shipping and you have this little deck coming. So it's a Marseille deck, it's just a major arcana. If you're familiar with a Marseille deck, there is no surprise there. That's an extra card. It's not part of the deck, but yeah, there's nothing surprising if you familiar with the Tarot Marseille. It's just this, and then a little note from the creator that did a Kickstarter after sending this little prototype. So yeah, it's just a little deck. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I never use it. I don't use Marseille much. I have a Tarot Marseille that's been given by my mother as a present for my birthday 2 years ago, and after I decided I'm gonna get this one. The reason why is because most of the decks that I will show you now for the Tarot, the Rider-Waite, I use them as clarifiers. So I was like, okay, well, I have a big Marseille deck. So one day, if I use the Marseille deck, I can use this one, the small one, as clarifier cards, you know. But I've still never done it, but it's still there in my collection. So then we go to Rider-Waite Smith decks, and is this one, the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot in a tin. So you open the box, you have you have this little guidebook that contains all the information you need. It's not the most complete thing, so I wouldn't say like use only this to learn tarot, but it's enough to get the meanings. This is the one I learned tarot with. I tried to edge it. Well, I did edge it in blue, but it was a long time ago, so the colors are kind of going now. So yeah, it's just a normal Rider-Waite Smith. This is the one I used to learn the meaning of the deck, but I knew I didn't want to use this as my primary deck, I would say. So that's why I ordered the small version, because I didn't really want to use this deck. Most of the time I don't really vibe with the artwork of the Rider-Waite Smith, the traditional, I would say. So I learned tarot with this one, which was very useful, and now I use it again as a clarifier. I've used it a lot actually as a clarifier deck. So I do a reading, and then if I need to clarify anything, I use this deck, because I think it goes well with, like, it's better when it's a small deck, you know, to clarify, so it's not all messy with big cards everywhere. The next one is the Morgan Greer Tarot. Again, it's in a tin, it's a small deck, in a tin, so very practical to take anywhere. The Rider-Waite Smith, I also take it sometime when I meet friends in town, for example, and they want a reading. I take this one because it's small, it's practical, and yeah. This one, I use it a little bit less. I love the colors, and I love the different, like, it's a different way of depicting the traditional Rider-Waite Smith. I use it a little bit less. I don't know why, because like it's so pretty, but yeah, I don't use it as much as a clarifier. I've maybe used it once or twice, to be honest. But it's a beautiful deck. I mean, like, there's nothing. The colors are amazing. I think the colors is what attracted me to this deck, and it's very different. So that's the back, and yeah. I think there's one thing that is a little bit like, I don't know how to say. It's just like, it's very up close, if you know what I mean. It's like there's no scene necessarily, so it's very up close to the characters, which is fine. I mean, like, I don't need a scene to read the tarot. I know how to read the tarot, but yeah, I think it's maybe why sometimes I'm like, you know, like, why is it so up close, you know? But it's the way it's been done, it's been interpreted by the artist, but yeah. Yeah, so that's another one, the Morgan Greer Tarot. Again, it's Tarot in a tin. You can find this on Amazon, but both of these, the Rider-Waite Smith and the Morgan Greer, are published by US Games, but you can buy them on Amazon. So next one is this one, the Wild and Nonpocket Tarot. So this one is very, I like it. So I had the big version, like the normal size version, and I didn't really vibe with it. So I organized a giveaway, I would say 2 years ago, and someone won. So someone won the giveaway. So I sent it to him. I can't remember. It was somewhere in Europe. And then when this one came out in the Wild Non-Tarot was always really weird relationship with me. When I had it, I was not using it and I wasn't liking it. When I didn't have it, I wanted to buy it again, but I never did because I was like, I know I don't like it. I know I won't like it if I receive it, so I don't want to have it. And then this little version came because the big version is like £20, so it's kind of an investment, you know. It's not expensive, but £20 is £20. It's probably £20 I can spend on another deck that I know I will like, and not on a deck that I will be like, maybe this time I will like it. But then this version came out, the mini version that is so cute, with a new Justice card, and yeah, it was very cute, and it was like more than half the price. So I think at the time I had it, it was £8 something, £8.99 I want to say. So it's less than £10 anyway. And I've used it a couple of times. I don't know why it makes a difference, but I enjoy the size. And I've used it a couple of weeks ago for a reading with a friend. And it gave pretty accurate reading, and I could get a lot from it. So yeah, as a clarifying card, like I did the reading and then I clarified my cards with this one, or the cards that I wanted to clarify with this little one, and it gave it was spot on. So I don't know why it makes such a difference to have it in a pocket size, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I like it. It's a very nice deck, and now I know it's never gonna leave my collection. And the last one is this one. I've had it for quite a while now. It's the Everyday Tarot. So it's published by Running Press, but it's from BD Tarot. So if you follow BD Tarot, it's the deck that they produced. Again, it's a very cheap deck. I think in the UK it's less than £10, or it's £9.99. In the US it's $12.95, and in Canada it's $16.50. It's a small deck, so you receive a little guidebook with it. Again, you have just the meaning of the cards, and I don't think there's anything else. You just get the meaning of the cards. You receive 2 extra cards there. One is to show you quick tarot spreads, daily 1 card. So past, present, future, situation, problem, action, you, me, us, option A, option B, how to decide. And the second one is 7 steps to an accurate and insightful tarot reading. So it gives you a little bit of how to perform a reading. And then it comes in this plastic box. So the guidebook was inside, I think, but then I moved it, or something was inside. I think maybe it was kind of an insert to make the card not move. It comes with this matte gold edging. So when you receive it first, all the cards will kind of stick together. You need to play with it a little bit to kind of make it a little bit easier to use. But again, it's a very simplistic deck. I like it, to be honest. And again, it's a deck that I used for clarifying. But yeah, it's a very simplistic deck. It's all the same color scheme, so it's purple, white, and this kind of gold. I don't know if you can see on the video, but yeah, it's kind of there's this shimmer, kind of gold shimmer there. So yeah, you have this very simplistic deck, and I think again it's very good for clarifiers, because it's just it goes straight to the point, you know. You don't need to have more symbolism. You just know, like the High Priestess is beautiful. So yeah, it just gives you the meaning that you need to have. Like here, the Fool, you have the dog, you have the little bag there, you have the flower, you have the cliff, the mountain, the guy that is looking around. So you don't need much, to be honest, and it's very simplistic. This is the back. where you have all the elements, so pentacles, then the wands, cups, and swords. And yeah, it comes in this little box, so it's a small deck again. And that's the everyday tarot that I don't know if you can still find it. I'm pretty sure you can still find it on Amazon. I know I bought it on Amazon. And yeah, that's so yeah, that's another of the little decks that I have, and that will be the last one. I don't have another deck to show you. It's all of the decks that I have for the mini size. I've ordered some decks, to be honest, that I will receive on Kickstarter and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's all my little decks that I have for the moment, and I'm glad that I was able to show you. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the thumbs up. If you have any of them and you like them or you don't, let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.